Today, almost everything about us can be turned into a number. Our purchases, our ratings, our trips, even our behavior. Apps, companies, and sometimes even governments transform reputation into scores, levels, and rankings. We collect loyalty points, chase likes, and build our digital image as if it were a game character. But this raises a serious question. Is it normal to turn a human being into a number? Who decides what kind of score is good enough to deserve trust, respect, or access to certain services? This is not just a technological trend, it is a deep ethical and philosophical challenge. In this video, we want to explore the gamification of life and the philosophy behind digital reputation.
The idea of evaluating people is not new. We always judge each other by status, reputation, or past behavior. But the digital society, this evaluation reaches a new scale. Today, algorithms can combine many kinds of data: how we pay our bills, how we behave online, who we follow, what we post, and even where we go. In some countries, and the platforms, the data used to build a kind of social rating. A score can influence whatever you get alone, how easy you travel, or how much system trusts you. On the surface, it looks like fairness. Responsible people are rewarded, and irresponsible behavior consequences. But at the same time, it becomes a powerful tool of control. The philosopher Michael Foucault is a metaphor of the panopticon. A society where everyone feels watched all the time starts to control themselves. In a similar way, digital rights can us behave not because we believe something is right, but because we're afraid of lowering our score.
Ratings and points make our lives look like more like some game when we receive achievements for purchases, loyalty points for our behavior, and the bonuses for staying active inside the different apps. So this is what we call the gamification, using game mechanics like some scoring, level up, and rewards in everyday life. Yes, it can be funny and motivating, but still remember there's also a deeper risk. At one time, the philosopher Jean Baudrillard wrote about the world simulacra, a world where images and symbols become more important than reality itself. In gamified society, we might stop living for real values and start living points, badges, and some stat sequence. And our action may stop being a moral choice and become just a strategy to get more digital rewards, I guess. So, step by step, technology creates new kind of morality where good simply means the more higher rating, and the where when bad means the lower rating, no matter what's actually happening in a person's life.
From my point of view, this kind of system is dangerous because when everything is measured by ratings, our morality turns into an algorithm. A machine decides who is good enough to participate in society. The philosopher Immanuel Kant said that a person should always be treated as an end of themselves and never only as a means to some goal. But digital reputation systems often do the opposite. They treat us as a data points, as tool for prediction, optimization, and control. In that sense, a pure social scoring system does not really respect human dignity. It reduces people to useful or useless numbers.
At the same time, as saying, there is also a more optimistic side. If a system transparent, limited, and truly voluntary, it can actually help us build trust. Rating of drivers, hosts, or sellers already protect us from fraud and help us choose more reliable people to work with. In the same, some form of digital reputation are useful tools, especially in big and anonymous societies. The ethical problem begins when the such system becomes too powerful, when the score starts to control not only services, but the basic rights like work, education, or freedom of movement. That's the line we need to be very careful.
For me, The key question is who controls the system and how our data are used. Historian and philosopher Yuval Noah Harari says that data is becoming a new form of power. So, and those who own our data can predict our behavior, influence our decisions, and slowly shape our identity. So, the real problem is not only whether we like gamification or not, but what kind of human being this system are trying to create. And our goal should not be to reject technology completely, but to make it.
In the end, gamification of life and digital reputations systems are like a mirror of our society. We design the rules of the game, but sometimes the game starts to design us. We begin to believe that a number on a screen is more important than the complex reality of a human being. Philosophy reminds us that the human value should not depend on a rating or score or an algorithm. Technologies will keep changing the way we live, but it's still our responsibility to decide what kind of humans we want to become. So, maybe the most important question is this: do we control the game, or does the game already control us? Thank you for watching. Goodbye.